Hello everyone and welcome back. On this video, I'm going to talk about the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip, an incredible plugin that you can run as a DSP effect on the URC range of interfaces, but you can also run it natively inside your DAW without any limitation on the plugin instances. The Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip sounds amazing, it offers compression, EQ, but the best part of it is that even if you don't know how to set up a compressor, even if you don't know how to set up an EQ, you can get a great sound out of this plugin just by turning one single knob. Let me show you. So let me give you a quick tour of the interface for the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip. As you can see, I have the DSP Mix FX mixer here. I'm using the UR22C in this case, and I can activate this plugin straight from this mixer without even opening a DAW. If you want to activate this effect, you go here to your effects, click on the drop-down menu and select Channel Strip. And there we go. Now we immediately can hear the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip in action. Now, just to give you a quick overview of the interface, we have a compressor section, and this is a really nice compressor. I'm going to show you how it sounds on vocals later on, but we have everything. We have attack, we have release, we have the ratio, we have the knee from soft to hard, and we also have a sidechain section that you can turn it off like this, very easily. We also have a drive for the compressor, so the more you drive this, the more compression you're going to get. And then moving on, we have an EQ section. Now here we have 3 bands. We can activate and deactivate every band individually, like this. And of course, we can start dialing in our settings. And this is the DSP version of the plugin, which means we have zero latency monitoring. We monitor through these beautiful effects without any latency, without taxing our CPU. So our computer is free to do other tasks. So maybe I want to add a little bit of top end, a little bit of low end boost. Maybe I want to take away some of my low end and add some mid range. And this is great. But in case you're not comfortable with setting up a compressor and an EQ, the beauty of the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip is that we have this big dial right here. And when you use this dial and you start turning it, you will get different sounds. It starts morphing between different sounds and different settings. And you can find the sound that you want. Just listen. And there we go. See? Many different settings. And I can guarantee that each one of these settings will work great for any given source. You know, you might want to use it for guitars, your bass, or voiceovers, or vocals. And it's very easy to set up. You don't even need to know all the ins and outs about how a compressor or an EQ works. Over here, we also have some presets. For example, I might want to load the smooth voiceover preset that I have right here. And as you can see, the sound changes immediately. And now I'm ready to go ahead and record a voiceover. Now, this is the DSP version of the plugin. You can use it on both inputs. So in this case, I have my channel strip right here on input number 1, but I can also add another one on input number 2. So if you have 2 microphones, you might have 2 people doing an interview, you can use the channel strip on both of them. Again, zero latency, zero tax on your CPU. If you want to use all these DSP effects inside Cubase, there's some great integration inside Cubase. So let me show you. I'm going to bring up Cubase here, and I'm going to show you how you can use these DSP effects inside Cubase. So let me set up a new audio track. I'm going to select input number 1, where my microphone is, and I'm going to set it to mono, and I'm going to name this channel DOM Voiceover. And as you can see here, I have a specific place in the inspector that says UR22C. And this is basically the DSP Mix effects inside Cubase. So now I can say I want to add an insert effect. Maybe I want to add the morphing channel strip for my vocal that I'm about to record. And this is the same plugin running inside Cubase. Again, DSP powered, that's not native yet. I'm going to show you the native version in a second. But again, I can do exactly the same thing. I can start adding this. Now, the great thing that we can do here is I can choose either to just monitor the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip or record it as well. Now, why you might not want to record the effect? Let's say you're a singer and you want to have a little bit of compression and EQ that will help you with your performance, but you don't want to commit to this compressor and EQ on the recording stage. This allows you to do this. Just remember, orange doesn't record the effect, so I'm just monitoring. But if I click on this button here and I turn it to blue, blue records the effect. So it will be printed on the audio. So you have a lot of flexibility there. Let's check out the other way that you can use the sweet spot morphing channel strip, and that's the native version of it. I have a guitar here, and now I can use the sweet spot morphing channel strip as a native plugin. Now, what are the benefits of using the sweet spot morphing channel strip as a native plugin? Like we said, the DSP version doesn't tax your CPU and it's latency free. Now, the native version gives you the benefit of running as many plugins as your CPU can handle, which could be a lot of them because it's a very efficient plugin. And this way you can sculpt your mix. You can add it to your drums, your guitars, offline and not in real time. So let me show you. I have this guitar here and I've added the sweet spot morphing channel strip as an insert effect this time. So let's listen with and without with the Spanky single coil preset. See how much attack, mid-range, and spank this plugin adds to this guitar sound. It's really remarkable, and of course you can change all the settings after the fact. Let's try a few settings. And the EQ is really, really responsive. I love that. You can get some really interesting sounds and textures out of this plugin. Let's try it on these drums here. As you can see, I can have multiple instances of the plugin inside Cubase or any other DAW. And speaking of other DAWs, Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip is also available on the AAX format. So let's try these drums now and let's see what we can do with them. Let's see what kind of cool sounds we can get out of this. See, you can basically take a drum bus and use the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip as a parallel compressor. Check how much we can bring up this room sound out of this drum kit. Or just use it as a bus compressor. To add some punch. Okay, let's listen with and without and let's appreciate the attack that we've gained using the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip. Without first. It's not just louder, the attack is way more pronounced and the transients really punch you in the face. Okay, let's use the morphing dial now and let's see what sounds we can get without even touching the controls. That's almost like a radio sound. So really incredible. Now I'm going to run the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip on some vocals because it sounds great with vocals. Let's go to this vocal channel. And as you can see, I can have multiple instances, no problem. So let's listen to these vocals now through the Sweet Spot Morphing Channel Strip and let's see how we can sweeten them, how we can make them shine, and how we can make them sound a little bit more contemporary, more ready, more produced. Let's do it.
Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be blend up after this night. Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be.
See how much presence it gives to the vocals? It compresses them, it adds a little bit of sheen with the EQ, it recesses the mids a little bit, and the result is beautiful. Let's listen to with and without.
We'll end up after this night, just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be. We'll end up after this night.
Let's listen with some more aggressive compression here.
Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be.
See all these consonants, they become so intimate and close to you. This is great for hip-hop vocals. It's a very fast compressor as well, so you can get these really in-your-face sounds.
Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be. We'll end up after this night.
And I'm compressing ridiculous amounts here. I'm overdoing it massively, you know. I'm compressing 18 dBs, and you can hear how the sweet spot morphing channel strip, it still sounds good. It still sounds natural. It doesn't sound like it completely squashed this vocal. Let's listen one more time.
Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be. We'll end up after this night.
Without
Just the one I need. Oh, baby, you could be. We'll end up after this night.
It's so natural. It's what you want from a vocal compressor. So as you can see, the sweet spot morphing channel strip can be used on pretty much anything you throw at it. It also comes with some really cool presets, and we also have the dial here, so don't be afraid. Just listen, tweak, and then if you want, refine. So I hope you enjoy using the sweet spot morphing channel strip. Have fun with it, and we'll see you in the next one.